It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got the BlackKnights, sure-handed wide receiver. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the BlackKnights and the Cardinals. And it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs,
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
the thing that stuck out to me, Mike, was when we met with him this week, immediately, right at the start of the production meeting, was his ability to take ownership of last week's loss. He said, listen, if I don't make those 2 interceptions, we probably win that game. And when you go back and watch the tape, I love how hard he is on himself. He played pretty good ball. If he can eliminate those couple bad throws, a couple bad decisions, when he's good, he is as good as there is in the NFL.
They send the tight end in motion. He'll drop to throw. That one's complete to the rookie wide receiver from Southern California. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. It's an Arizona first down. Now, faking the give, he'll take a shot down the middle of the field.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
They get 12 yards on that pass. It's good for a Cardinals first down. They'll look to throw yet again. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 5. With that, why don't we give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's a first carry for their running back. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along, but that's a good 3 points to start this game.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. If they get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today, they've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
To the right side here, pass is caught. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll go with a counter on first down. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Motion man is the tight end going right. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a first down. Back to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll look to throw again. Quick throw here is complete. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Back to the air one more time. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive linemen had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be taken down, but now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. Now a screen set up for Harris. Great job by this defense. Nowhere near the end zone as we get to 4th and goal. So, 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. No issues there. This one is good. And the Black Knights will tie the game at 3 apiece.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
He'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Cards offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here, right up there among the NFL leaders in touchdown passes. Back to throw here to begin the drop. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. All even on the scoreboard. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. To the air now on 1st and 10. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Black Knights are going to take possession here at their own 6.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the 1st half. you have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
The Black Knights offense and their running back set to go once more. And as we take a look at league leaders in receiving touchdowns by the running backs, he's right up there among the best in the league. To a tight end motioning left here. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. It's 1st down, and they'll run. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And the defense can come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Quick throw, taken in. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The Black Knights send out their puncher. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll set out in search of a 1st touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now, faking the give. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. We saw it earlier. The defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
The extra point, up and good. And the Black Knights take a 10-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. coming up now for 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest.
Oh, big hole left side. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Arizona. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the 1st round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The BlackKnights offense ready to see what they can do. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins. 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A pickup of 12 yards. And that will be a 1st down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Throwing right. It's taken in. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motions right. Back to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough. And
the pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him. And instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Here's their punter now. as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. 2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. We'll have more from Glendale after this. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Cardinals offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
They'll send their tight end left. Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now they'll set up to throw. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
The Cardinals line up for a punt. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The BlackKnights offense going to take over just before the half. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. So we reach halftime in what was a very compelling first half of play as we send you to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman. He's got the EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans, where it was our visitors who were able to walk away with the road victory. The final, 22-16. Next, we head off to check out another game. And as you see, they were winners earlier this afternoon. 31-13 was the final. Finally, let's get over to Inglewood, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Anthony Richardson with a touchdown pass. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. The BlackKnights offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Low-scoring game, all tied. Third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. Quick hitting slant there. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. On 2nd down, they run the counter. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this is a guy that you do not want to have to tackle in space. I mean, the footwork, the agility, the ability to go side to side and then still have the burst and explosiveness to pick up big yards. I mean, this guy is a handful.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. Handoff here, up the middle, fighting off tacklers, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That one taken in. Touchdown, BlackKnights.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Extra point attempt to come here. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Kicker. Defense.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. There's that man again, another catch. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion to the left. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll get this out to the left flat. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
The BlackKnights bringing out their punter, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff running right. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They send him right out of the slot. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. He'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give him 8 on that carry. Here's 2nd and 2. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball. Everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
At the 6-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing now from the gun. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Brian Callahan will send out the field goal unit here. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. Now the kicking team here will take a timeout. This is fielded inside the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now a screen set up for Harris. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That is catch number 60 for the season.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
A pass taken in by Harris. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They motion a receiver right. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he will have the 1st down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that 1st down. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect. I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Here comes a return from the 3. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. Quick throw, taken in, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Back to throw. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he's inside the 10, pushing forward for a gain of 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
This one caught at the 4. And this won't be a touchdown, but it will be a 1st down as they're able to get the conversion and set up 1st and goal. Blitz coming, and he's going to be swallowed up, taken down, sacked, back at the 5.
I don't hate the play call. The best opportunity to throw the ball down this close to the goal line is usually on 1st or 2nd down, Mike. The issue here is the quarterback has to know, if my first read is not open, this ball needs to be thrown out the back of the end zone. You cannot take a sack this close to the goal line.
Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. 2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill, but this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
So here we go. Could be the play that ends up deciding this one. 4th down and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Now, faking the give. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
Now he'll run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
So, first and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. They'll drop to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Now a give up the middle, and he'll get about 5. Card's going to signal for their third and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Give on the ground, and that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive, and here's 3rd and 4. Putting the tight end in motion. On third down, they'll go with the counter to try and pick it up. The offense is out there, 4th and inches. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down. So it's a win for our visitors. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season.